Who's my chuckle bear?
Hi, but well, hold on.
Okay.
There.
Hi.
It took the external recorder a little longer to catch up than normal. Fucking hey,
Hi.
why not?
Why not? Hi, buddy. It's
Hi.
been a little over 2 weeks since I saw you face to face, and I just got over the hangover.
Yeah, I just got it myself. I had to do some dialysis, but I should be good now.
Good for you. I don't know how you did it. You drove straight from my house to yours, which is a 16-hour drive. You and Nick split the duty, I'm sure, but you did that.
Yeah.
Well, and
Hold
Ange and
on.
I, yeah,
Hold on.
okay,
Uh Fucking great. So this is all going to be on the YouTube channel. Hold on.
good. We're up to 21 now.
This is Are you fucking kidding me? So the memory card has decided that there's an error.
Ooh.
Stop. Now it's thinking.
Okay.
Holy shit.
The best parts of hanging out with these guys without the hangover.
Are we gonna cut any of this from the YouTube channel? Probably
Doesn't
not.
matter.
You guys can
No,
watch.
it doesn't matter. Yeah.
This is outstanding. This is
Okay.
outstanding, is what this is.
Yeah. So where are we at now?
We are watching this thing. You can't. It's hard to see.
Just keep waggling it back and forth is
There we go.
helpful. Yeah. Good. Yeah.
You see, it's got a little hourglass going.
Yeah.
That's where we are.
Good.
It seems to be stuck.
Hmm.
Yeah. Jesus Christ.
Is it like the 80s? Can you hit it?
I might. Why are you doing that? All right, hold on. Hold on. There.
We haven't had a good old fashioned technology explosion in a while.
It's
You've
been a
gotten too
while.
good at this. So I'm glad to see the
Mm,
universe can still throw you a fucking curveball for no reason.
yeah. Hey, you know how everything's been working well and you've got it figured out? Fuck you. Oh, cool.
Treat it like an etch a sketch or a toddler that won't listen. Shake it.
Shake it.
Mm-hmm.
Shake that nasty butt. Not a
Shake that.
great line. Not a great line, Sir Mix-a-Lot.
It worked 30 years ago.
It did, but now
Yeah.
you call it something, shake that nasty butt. I just think, anyway.
What do you think, Larry?
Poopy.
Paint me a picture. Oh, see, I don't think he was going for poopy.
I don't think that's what he was going for, but that's what I
No.
think.
If you go deep enough, you're going to find it, even if you're going for it or not.
It's true.
Mm-hmm.
True.
But now with the magic that is the bidet, I love my bidet. Oh God.
God, I need one so bad. I could have used one this weekend.
I'll tell you what, it's the best thing that's happened to me in quite a while. And the amount of money I spend on with toilet paper was just ridiculous.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
Yeah. I don't know why we don't have one. We just don't. We
They're
need
easy to install. You don't even need, I don't even have one that you plug in. It's just like the one you plug into the water supply. That's all
Yeah.
you need.
The best I've got is I've got the hose that runs in through the
The
bathroom
window.
window. Yeah.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
See, it's basically the same thing, but you want to make sure you're not using the attachment that will blow out your O-ring. You can do some real solid damage if you're doing like a pressure wash on that.
Mm,
If it's strong enough to clean the deck, don't put it in your asshole.
well,
Is something Grandma always used to tell me.
I she was a wise lady and a
She
saint.
was.
I could have used that advice last week because
Mhm.
although Nick knows when I'm good and clean because all she hears is giggling and then a flop on the floor.
Awesome.
So yeah, now that we've got this recorder going,
Mhm.
this recorder will just recap. This is the first time we've seen each other
Right.
since the last time we saw each other in person,
Right.
and
And like I was trying to say before, so you left after we hurt ourselves
Hmm,
a lot.
Yeah, we pulled a Johnny Cash. We
Yeah,
hurt ourselves that day.
a lot of that weekend, that those 4 days are just not like I need to piece it together with my wife and just like there should have been like cameras all throughout the house.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would have helped. But I don't know how in the hell you drove straight. The two of you drove straight from my house to your house, 15, 16 hours after doing all that because I could not get off the couch.
It was such a like we had talked, okay, we're gonna stop somewhere overnight. And then we just got in the car and started driving. And we drove and we drove and we drove. And I think both of us had made the decision that we were just gonna drive home without like saying it out loud. We got
Hmm.
about halfway, well, maybe not quite halfway. I think we got about 4.5, 5 hours into the drive. And I turned and said to Nick, I was like, did we talk about it out loud or did we both just decide fuck it, we're driving home? And she was like, I think we both just decided fuck it. And I was like, there's a freedom in that. Let's see.
Hmm.
Because like we hit a point where we got past Paducah and hit Southern Illinois, and we were like, we could stop, but now we're like 3 hours from home. We've got
Now you're in the correct state. That's almost like a second wind.
yeah. Oh, and that I did the last like I drive really well at night. I did the last leg, but it was the last 45 minutes where I'm sitting in the car just going insane. I just start giggling and she'd be like, what? I was like, sometimes I still see the elves, honey. And she's like, what the fuck? And I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. And then we got home. We had a drink when we got home as in
Mhm.
celebration. And then we passed out. And
Yeah.
it was, we felt like badasses, but like I hurt the entire next day.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like my body was just not right. And gave my I'm pretty sure I gave myself some saddle sores from
Nice.
yeah. Yeah, it was
Good for you.
yeah, because I woke up on Monday and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I thought maybe your butt issues were contagious. Um
Everything from the actual hole to about 4 inches inside is just a war zone.
yeah.
It's just not good. It's storming the beaches.
Well, it turns out it's not that. Even though I know, I almost regretted that we smushed buttholes together.
Yeah. It's
You
not
know,
contagious.
no, no, that's what I
Yeah.
figured out.
Taking
Um,
the plunger to it though, that'll do you some damage.
oh, tell me, it was the toilet brush because I wanted to get
Mm.
I really needed an itch going on down there.
I don't believe that you've actually managed to make my toilet brush even more disgusting. So thank you.
No, you're welcome. If there's a way to make something grosser, I'll figure it out.
Yesterday, Ange and I, we decided to get, like I said before, we decided to get COVID shots and flu shots, which always makes me feel real interesting the next day. So we decided to lean into it and just drink all day yesterday.
Mhm.
And I woke up today, and I think that you will be the only person I know who will understand this. I was like, you know what? I don't feel like drinking today. So I'm just going to have a bottle of white wine.
Yep. Yeah, that
A
makes perfect
bottle.
sense. Yeah, a bottle of white wine. They give that to kids. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, it's children's booze. It's European children's booze. This is Albarino, which is it's a 2020 Albarino, which is a Spanish for sippy cup.
Yeah, it
Mhm.
is. And it's what my grandma always gave me when I got a little fussy.
Really, because mine gave me a fucking switch to the back of the head.
Well, that was the next step.
Yeah.
That was a hammer handle for me. It was,
Hammer handle. Get him a little loopy. If that doesn't work, kill him.
that doesn't work.
There's nothing between A and B there. Not for grandma. Okay.
Did you say hit him with a hammer? No, just the handle of it. I'm not a monster.
Which did she have a hammer that had no head to it, or was she holding the head?
No, you can just buy hammer handles, and
I know.
they
Yeah.
work really well for
Beating children.
as my grandma would have called it, an attitude adjustment.
Yep. There you go. Okay.
Yeah, she whatever she could get a hold of sometimes.
Which is why I had a TV remote lodged in my ass for most of my teens.
Which I appreciated because it really opened up my world to things that I might like later.
Spectacular.
The problem is I had to run into the room and lean over and have my grandpa smack me in the forehead to change channels for him. Boy, get in here. I want to check the ball scores. Oh,
God.
oh, which channel? It's on channel 22. What channel are we on? 3. Fuck. All right. Pop, pop.
It was the first time there were 22 channels available, and he wanted the last one.
Yeah, he wanted every time. Hey, just we were talking about driving because I just got home.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was only 4 hours. It's only a 4 hour drive.
That's a good long stretch. I mean, nothing compared to the 15 that you did, but
Yeah.
you've done more, but it's doable.
Yeah,
I think
especially
once I
after.
hit 6 is when I start to lose my mind a little bit.
Yes, 6 hours. The drive home from South Dakota last year, that was a because I did that all in one day because I was like, fuck it. I broke it up into 2 on the way up, but on the way home, I'm like, fuck it, I'm getting home, and that was a long trip. Yeah, just a quick thank you to Cedar Rapids, Iowa, and the Lucky Cat Comedy Club, and Haley that owns and runs the club, and
Thanks, Haley.
she was rad. The Friday night crowd, those of you that some of you were great, and some of you can
Do they know who they were?
oh, they do. You know how they know?
You told them?
Yeah, I sure did.
Good boy.
Because fuck them. But it's the Saturday night crowd. You guys, you made a boy feel special. I'll tell you. I did about an hour and 10 minutes, and had one lull, and that was on me because my brain went away.
By lull, do we mean 15-minute petite mal seizure or
No,
just a couple of minutes?
like about probably a 3 minute thing where I started in on something, and then my brain literally just went, "We're going over here now," and I was like, "No, we need to finish what we're talking about," because I was just like riffing on something, and my brain was like, "No, we're going over here. Fuck you, bye," and it just wandered off, and I just drifted, and I stopped, and I was like, "Well, I should have thought about that." Well, and there was a dude right up front and an empty chair next to him, so I just pulled a Ben Roy and just stepped out into the audience and gargoyled on the chair and leaned into him. I was like, "So, if I don't do this, the crowd's gonna remember that I fucked up that joke and got lost. But at this point, all they're gonna remember is that I was a chunky gargoyle wrapped around you, whispering in your ear. So thank you." And dude was great. He was like, "I got you." And then later on the set, I don't remember why, but I got up on the chair again and just loomed over him and did a joke. So thanks to Ben Roy for a little inspiration.
This is how you call out and cover up a fuck up at the same time.
Exactly. Look, I take ownership of it, but we got to fix it. But yeah, so it was
So true for many things in my life.
oh,
I take ownership of that. I will try to fix it. We are going to have to call a professional later when I eventually fuck this up.
yeah. In that situation, though, I am the professional, and I can't look around and be like, "Can somebody want to come in here and fix this for me?" No. Oh, that's me. I'm the one that has to fix it. Oh,
Fuck.
Also, but yeah, the openers that were there, Carson Tuttle, Jameson Cox, they were Friday night, and they were troopers. They were troopers with me because they suffered the same audience that I and they were fantastic. They were hilarious, but you know, there was just a couple people in that audience that were looking for something to be offended by.
Lovely.
And I'm not an offensive comic, but they sure found a way to be offended. But then Saturday night had Andy.
Say dick.
I usually do. And I got a Landgraby. I believe that's how it's pronounced. Andy Landgraby.
Sounds like some manner of like shrimp dish.
Yeah,
I'll have the Langerby, please. Extra sauce.
can I? Excuse me. I'd like the Landgraby. But can you put the the chimichurri on the side? Um,
And shake extra Andy over the top.
Yes, little
Mhm.
Andy, then not. And then Evan Hall. And Evan's from Chicago. He's a Chicago comic, and Christ, that dude was a killer. And I had to go on after him. And I'm standing there. He's one of those comics that I was watching and forgot that I had to go to work.
Oh shit. Okay.
He was so funny and so good. And his style is different because I get up there and I'm just up there being me, and sometimes we meander and sometimes we talk a little faster, and but Evan was just bam 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 bam, and I was laughing, having a good time, and Andy was the MC. Andy comes up and he's like, "Hey, I'm about to give him the light if you need to step away." And I was like, "Fuck, I gotta go to work, don't I?" And he was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Oh my god, yeah,
That's
give
the
me a
whole reason
second."
why I fucking drove here.
Yeah. And so yeah, all those guys, and the that's
Sheila Mangosteen. Other just weird sounding food people.
yes. Well, actually, the bartender Saturday night was Malia. So I had the Langerby with a side of Malia, and
See, Malia, I just think like like Mortal Kombat 5 character.
oh, okay, yeah,
Yeah.
oh sure, yeah, I can see that. You know what this is?
Booze.
Rum, just rum.
Just rum? Good. Good for you.
But yeah, Malia and Heather were running stuff on Saturday night, and they were absolutely delightful, and I appreciate them a great deal. They both bought T-shirts, so that was a big thank you to them. And my buddy Trenton came over, who opened for me in Cedar Falls. He drove over from Cedar Falls just to hang out, and
Nice.
yeah, Trenton's a great dude and very funny. He was we he and I did a room in Cedar Falls that was just like, the owner loved comedy. He wanted comedy, but he wasn't about to turn the TVs off or
Oh, right.
tell people to not talk. And this is also the same owner of the bar that while I'm up doing my set, he just would bring me shots and make me do shots with him during my set. And so, 30 minutes into an hour set, I am leaning and slurring and just being like, you got this, you hold on. And I would take deep breaths and be like, power through. And everyone was like, this is the most amazing thing I've ever seen. This man should be dead with the
I
amount.
don't I don't see the point of that. It's like you wouldn't go to a play and all of a sudden just get up out of your chair and offer the person who's like delivering a monologue some chips. You want to be like, you want to have this fucking sandwich?
What?
Are you doing a live performance? Is this scripted somehow? Do you know what you're doing? Or does this help? Can I just be in it? No, please don't.
Please stop.
I know you're doing it out of love and you own the place and you're signing the check, so I can't call you a cunt in front of all these people.
Right.
I mean, I can, but then I have to leave right now.
Yeah, and I'm not getting paid, so
Mhm.
I'll just party with you. That's one of those places that you end up doing a lot of crowd work. Like
Yeah.
you're trying to do your story. I was trying to do my closer because like at about 40 minutes, I'm like, and this is the one time Nicole got to go with me. And she didn't go this week. It was Cedar Falls a few years ago, and it hit 40 minutes, and she put up her hands. She went 4-0, kill it, and I was like, and so I'm trying to do my closer, and this lady keeps talking to me, and I was like, you have to shut the fuck up and let me finish this. And then you can go on. We can talk afterwards. And she was like, but I want to ask a question. And I was like, you can ask me all the questions once up, but it's just, please let me finish this story. It's a good story. Let me finish. It's got a great tie up, and we've only got 12 more minutes of it. And but yeah,
Kind of people that lose an argument when they're talking to their Alexa device at home.
yeah. Alexa, order me nachos. I do not recognize that. I said nachos.
I said nachos, bish.
You want a yardstick? No. Nachos.
5 yardsticks came in the mail 3 days later.
Speaking of things, but okay, real quick. Again, Lucky Cat in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. Cedar Rapids, also cute little town. I don't have a better way to say it. Cute town. Although a lot of people are like, it's a tough town, and I'm like, you bitches have never been to Decatur. or parts of Chicago. I guarantee it. When you're like, Cedar Rapids is a tough town. I'm like, you make Quaker oats. How tough can you be?
Wait, tough is it like dangerous? That's
Like,
adorable.
like if this town were a person, it'd be a broad with busted knuckles. And I'm
They
like,
got a couple of kids that smoke out behind the Piggly Wiggly or something.
yeah. Uh, yeah, they were like, it's a tough town. I'm like, you make oatmeal.
Yeah, you're fine. That's not.
Yeah.
There's no such thing as a threatening breakfast food. At least not outside of Asia.
Yeah. Eat this whole fish while it talks to you. Oh,
Why? Because you ordered it, stupid. I did.
because it makes your dick hard. Now eat it.
I don't need a hard thing. I don't even want breakfast.
You ordered it. I thought I was getting a cab.
God damn it. Go to Taipei, they said. Try the local food.
Go to Taipei, they said. It'll be, they said.
This is a live eel with scallions on it. I don't want it.
Why does it have a switchblade?
It makes its own sauce. Oh no. No, it makes its own ooze, is what it does.
That's what it does. Yeah, but you have to use a straw to get to the ooze or else you offend the chef's ancestors.
Take away your chopsticks and just hand you a straw. It's some matter of combat knife. Here's your K-bar. Enjoy your breakfast. What?
You'll find out.
If you win, it's free. What are we doing?
They push your chair over and you fall into a pit.
It's a bit of arena.
Just you look over, it's a panda with a 45. And it's a fair fight. They give you a K-bar. The panda's got a 45, but he's trying to shuck the first shell in. His paws are just too big. But he's gonna figure it out if you hesitate.
Yeah, you got some time though. He can't even figure out how to get his dick wet. It's a panda, so you've got a little bit, but don't fuck around. You know what I mean?
Don't fuck around.
Don't start doing your taxes. You don't have that kind of time.
Because they did shove one of those eels that you ordered for breakfast up his ass, and so he's irritated.
And he's got some energy.
Anyway, spliffsociety.org. You should probably buy their stuff.
Yeah. Should we cut to a commercial?
Yeah.
Hey, we should probably give them some new commercials. We haven't done that in a bit.
Yeah, we need to do that sometime. The day is not that day.
Very good.
So the best I can. I'm so tired, and I just
have some more rum, dude. Have a shot and a half full of rum. Jesus, yeah, that'll do. Spliff Society, Larry.
Spliffsociety.org. Are you tired of licking and splitting those tired spliffs?
I am.
Well, knock it the fuck off, you moron. If you want to stop being
I just got good at it.
Suck ass loser, you need to head over to spliffsociety.org.
This is not their words, by the way. They didn't
buy yourself
suck ass loser.
Some real handcrafted artisan cones, spliffs, wraps.
Toasted palm spliffs.
Oh man, they are toasted palm, and they are fantastic. Some of them are lotus leaves. Some of them, there's the goji berry tastes like a fruit roll up that gets you high, if that's the herb you decide to put in it.
You can put anything in there. You can even put yogurt in it, but I wouldn't suggest it because then you just had made it moist.
Yeah, or you can put one of those eels that we ordered for breakfast and to fight a panda to the death.
I was picturing a larger eel, but still.
Yeah, well, I mean,
I was thinking like moray, but like at least the size of a kielbasa.
Moray. That's
a moray.
That's a moray.
Terrible.
Anyway,
Spliff Society.
spliffsociety.org. Go check out their stuff. Also, buy some of their merch. It's good quality.
I wear the hat all the time now. People ask what that is. I will be honest. Most times I'm making it up, but sometimes I say exactly what it is, and I bet you that it's helped somehow.
When I wear the bucket hat out, people will be like, "What's Spliff Society?" And I'm like, "Well, you moron, because you don't know it. You're a dumb loser. And now let me explain to you so you can be one of the cool kids." Because that's not Spliff Society. They are cool, chill, nice people. That's me.
What
That's
is Spliff Society? It's the offshoot. It's the most chill version of the Proud Boys, but they really branched way the fuck off.
yeah. This is really just me working stuff out with that Friday night audience. Anyway, some of you were great. Some of you were great. Anyway, check out spliffsociety.org. We love them very much, and they are good. They are good people. They give to charity, and also to Chastity and to Chandelier,
Malia, Melanie.
Malia, Malia, and
Yeah,
all the other strippers that yeah,
yeah.
damn it. Anyway, this is horrible, and I'm sorry, Bradford, but this is what we're very tired. I'm very tired. They gave me a lot of whiskey and rum last night. Anyway, splitsociety.org. Stick it in your butt if you want to.
Use promo code Zig and Larry at checkout.
Anyway,
I'm a firm believer in that. I think that once you buy it, you can do whatever the hell you want with it.
yeah, for sure.
I used to my favorite sushi joint in Chicago, and I love it, and I will still go. It's the kind of place where I don't want to say it out loud, but because I can't remember it off the top of my head to be honest, but it's in Uptown. Um, but the kind of place where I don't order anything. Like I just say I'll have whatever the chef's preparing tonight, and he'll just do like how many you want to start with,
Uh-huh.
like how many dishes. Like we'll start with 4 to share, and we'll go from there. I would devour this shit. It was so goddamn good. And I mean, like, I was eating it kind of quick. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, Jesus Christ, that's delightful. He would, I got to the point where I wouldn't sit at the sushi bar anymore. I would actually sit at a table. I would sit at the sushi bar. I'd bring extra beer for the guys behind because it's a BYOB place.
Uh-huh.
If I brought a bottle of wine, I'd offer them, a glass. If I brought some beer, I'd have some beer for the guys, and they come by and they give you something, give you like a little roll or something. He would scream at me for eating it too fast. So the point where I would just like sit at a table in the back of the restaurant because one day I just got fucking angry. I'm like, I just fucking bought it. I'll wear it out if I want to. Don't tell me what to do with it.
Yeah.
He was being a little bit of shit about it. I'm like, yes, it is beautiful, but don't tell me how quick to eat your shit.
I'm an American asshole, and I'll do what I want.
So was he.
Oh, sushi chef named.
He was a Japanese dude, but he was definitely like second generation. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, yeah. And he was a brilliant chef. I'm not gonna tell you what. I'll still go back.
Chef Bryce getting uppity about the sushi.
Mike.
Mike.
Fucking Tenoshi. Go to Tenoshi. Just don't sit at the bar unless you have fucking 3 hours to kill. If you want to make a goddamn War and Peace meal out of 3 rolls, go hang out with Mike. He'll love you for it.
Yeah.
Set up shop. He never needs the seat back, apparently. Fucking Mike.
Just trying to turn it over for you.
That's so good.
Fucking Mike.
So I know your brain isn't working today, so that's why I decided that we're going to play a game, but it's kind of a test.
Okay, I like it.
Okay, and this is not one of my games, or my usual games, which are entitled "You Can't Win" and it's all rigged. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, by the way, thanks for the screaming goat. I meant to bring it downstairs.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's your Christmas present. I gave it to you for Christmas. It got there. What is it? Fucking 2 weeks early. Because for some reason when I ordered it, and I got the same thing for my brother because I think it's fucking hysterical. It's just a little thing you put on your desk, you touch it, and it screams. And there's a little booklet to come with it. But I thought it was hysterical. But I ordered them when hammered, and I was convinced that they were going to sell out if I waited too close to Christmas. So you guys got your gifts 2 weeks early, and then they both came. I'm like, there's no chance in hell these things are going to sell out. Like there's warehouses full of screaming goats. They're not flying off the shelves, man. You know what I mean? Jesus Christ, it's not a Cabbage Patch Kid 40 years ago. It's a screaming goat. You had time. But anyway, please enjoy your toy.
Oh, I already have, and I will. The day job has me in temporary assignment as the supervisor.
Oh God!
While our supervisor is out,
weren't you like in trouble not terribly long ago, and now you're in charge of things?
Yeah, now I'm in charge. Because I don't know why. I don't get it. They continue to do it. The big boss is just like, this is good experience for you for when you become a supervisor. I'm like, when? I'm never doing that.
No.
I want none of this. But I'm gonna take it in tomorrow and just put it on the desk, and every time somebody comes in to talk to me, I'm gonna just hit it. And then I'll be like, all right, go ahead. And as they start to talk, just keep hitting it. and hitting every time they start to talk. Just
That is certainly the spirit of why I gave it to you. Something
yeah.
along that line. I'm very pleased with you. Like it's the same thing with me at work. I don't know. I've been there for 3.5 years. I hate it to the ends of the earth. I keep failing up. I have no idea why. My last two bosses, they know how much I fucking detest this place, but they refuse to lay me off. They keep giving me promotions. I'm like, I don't know. I'm just gonna keep riding this wave. I'm not doing anything. You know I'm not doing anything. I've actively told you how much I hate this. Okay, well, here's your bonus. What the fuck?
All right,
I mean, at
cool.
least corporate America is run by fucking complete idiots.
Yeah.
At least there's that. But not your job, listeners. I'm sure if you are one of the few that actually gives a shit.
For you.
But that's not. This show is not for you. If you have a corporate job and you care, please turn this off. This job, this show is for people who have a corporate job, and every day they try to sneak a little bit more vodka in their breakfast cereal before going in. That's who this is for.
Just
Speaking of which,
ketamine in your oatmeal.
We've done something like this before, but this is a new list that I found.
Okay.
So this is a game / contest that you will most likely be able to do something with. Actually, I've got a little device here. I'm gonna keep score. I'm gonna see how many you get.
Okay.
So here's the general idea. I'm going to tell you a disgusting beverage. You're going to tell me what's in it.
Okay.
They're all booze. Okay. But they are not they're not specifically all shots. Excuse me. Some are shots. Some are more concoctions. There's really no better way to put it. But what are you doing? What did you throw over your shoulder like angry salt after you fucking? It's because you burned a witch. What the hell?
I'm trying to find a pin that works.
Okay, here you go.
And I'm just
mine?
throwing. Oh, thanks. Yeah, I'll take yours. I'm just throwing towards the garbage can. Oh, hey, look. Found it.
What did you decide you needed to write?
Notes.
Very good.
About the episode.
Okay, good. So these are concoctions, Larry. They're not technically shots. Some are, some are not. I'm not going to tell you if they're shots or not.
Okay.
But I'm going to give you 2 hints. So during this, there, I believe there's 12 of these total. Let me double check. Yep, there's 12 all day. You can say I'll give you 2 hints if you want to know if it's a shot, cocktail, concoction, or other.
Okay.
Okay. This first one is a gimme because this is in the name. What is? And I'll even give you this. We can play it like a 1960s game show. I'll give you this. You get to have your joke, and then you actually have to give me a real answer.
Okay. All right.
It'll be like the.
But I got to do it in the Paul Lynde voice.
Yeah, it'll be like Hollywood Squares before Whoopi. You know what I mean? Where they're actually having fun. You can make jokes about race, unfortunately. Okay, this one is a gimme because it's called the mac and cheese shot. There's 12 of these. Some of these lists you've heard of before. I know this probably is not one. What, Larry, is in a mac and cheese shot?
Well, I mean, I'm not even going to make a joke about that because this is too. It's obviously. I mean, it's too obvious.
Too obvious?
Too obvious.
Okay.
So there is. I'm going to guess it's Kraft mac and cheese. That is in a shot glass. I'm going to guess it's very similar to like an oyster shooter, except that there is some manner of white liquor. I'm going to say vodka because that's just, I'm assuming that the bartender just grabbed a handle of Crystal Palace and went I don't know, let's fuck this up further, and infused it with a brick of Velveeta. So there's some some noodle in the bottom of the glass, again, like an oyster shooter, and then some infused Velveeta vodka, which can only improve Crystal Palace, and then a Cheese Whiz floater.
I've immediately decided that I'm going to change how we're going to score this because I can't give you 1 point or not. I'm going to give you. This is. I mean, this is going to be more like whose line is it anyway? The points don't matter, and they're going to be arbitrary.
Okay.
You are so close, but kind of far off.
Uh-huh.
So for mac and cheese shooter, out of a possible million points, I'm gonna give you this is solid. I'm gonna give you a solid 1,500 on that.
Okay. All right.
Out of a possible million, because you were right with the noodle.
Okay.
The noodle is involved, like an oyster shooter. Very good. You said the word Velveeta, which is also in there. Now it doesn't actually tell me how this is done. So it's just kind of like a choose your own adventure. But I'm guessing with the Velveeta, they're just like chopping, like dicing it. I don't know. I guess you could melt it, but I don't think you do. You said white liquor. I can't give that to you because it's milk.
Gross.
And so macaroni, milk, Velveeta of some description, melted or not, I suppose dealer's choice.
Sure.
You said craft at first. I was like, oh, he's not going to get there, but you said Velveeta, so I got to give it to you.
Okay.
And then the booze, however, is not Crystal Palace. It is more disgusting than that.
Oh.
It is cheese rum.
I'm sorry. I don't think I heard
Cheese rum.
Cheese.
Cheese
What?
rum is not a product. Cheese rum is apparently what happens when you open up the bag of Kraft macaroni and cheese, the cheese powder it's in there, and you dump it in rum.
I will beat a man to death.
And you stir it up, and you put it with milk, chunks of Velveeta, and some cooked macaronis, and you down it.
No. Why would you ruin? Why?
Why would you insult a glass?
Why would who? Look, I'm drinking rum right now. This is what I thought was gimmick. Thought it was a gimmick, but I love Hemingway, and this is Hemingway inspired rum.
What does that even mean?
Well, it's
from the Caribbean.
Yeah,
obviously, but like,
what is it?
How is it Hemingway inspired? Did he was it made over him like a man beating women or something?
Did Hemingway hit women?
Probably.
I don't think. I think.
It was never published. That's just how I like to remember him.
Oh, I would prefer if you didn't.
I know that he was a drunk.
He wasn't drunk. He was a dickhead, but he had his last.
Oh, he was racist. That's what it was. That was his kick.
Was he racist?
I'm sure he was a racist that hit women. Probably.
God damn it!
Can I write a tome? I'm not telling you he could make a story.
I know his last wife didn't put up with his bullshit. Anyway,
right.
It's called Papa's Pilar. Is the brand, and I was like, Papa's like Hemingway, and it literally has his signature on it. And the Hemingway.
You sure that's not Pilar, as in the woman that he used to hit?
You know what? It probably is.
Okay. Who's Papa's Pilar? Whack. And then he would just say a racial slur.
Yeah. Well, that was his side chick in Cuba. Pilar.
Never mind. I know he had a whole bunch of feral cats. I've been to his place.
Me too.
He wasn't there.
I kept asking for him. Is Papa home?
Oh, peace out. I'm whacking. Okay, so this one, I am going to give you a free hint because I want you to get this because I know you're going to.
Okay.
The free hint is think the National Geographic Channel. Okay. What is chicha?
Chicha. It's National Geographic, which
I'm not sure if that hit would help you, but it would help me. So I'm not sure if I'm fucking you on accident.
Well, that's the thing. For us, growing up, National Geographic was just all Africa.
Okay, I'll actually hold on. Is it Africa? I know that this is very similar to something they make around in the Papua New Guinea and Fiji, or they used to. And they called it kava there.
Is it fermented horse milk?
No, I want it to be now. Because I guess that's possible. I'm gonna assume if anybody did that, it was the Mongolians because they got a whole bunch of
Mongolians.
They got a shit ton of horses and they got a lot of time on their hands. There's no cable, so what else can we do with milk? I don't know, man. I think we've done it all. Nope.
It was the Mongols that did that.
All right, all right. Can't give you fermented horse milk. I can. I mean, I can if you ask nicely. I'm just gonna have a bitch of a time sourcing it. I don't think they have it at Total Wine.
I'll tell you what, I'll go get it.
Okay,
I've got a source.
if they have it anywhere, it's closer to you than me, probably. We can ferment a shit ton of stuff out of an alligator around here, but I don't think we're doing horse milk.
Gator fermenting.
First, you got to milk the horse.
Yeah, you do.
You don't have to. You get to.
you have to ask for permission from it first.
All right. So chicha or kava in I'm almost positive is like Papua New Guinea and places like that, Vanuatu. They make something very similar.
Okay.
You got anything?
Uh, uh,
You're gonna know it. I know you're gonna know it as soon as I say it.
Is it like Mama Wana?
No, Mamajuana is actually delicious.
We actually have
yeah?
the fixins for it. It's
Nice.
a bottle that's been around for a while.
Is it rum or is it a sorghum booze? I always forget.
It's
It's fused with the flavor from the wood. I remember that there's wood
yeah,
in the
and
in the
you can I think you can do the sorghum or you can do white rum.
Okay, I didn't know if
We
it
always
was
did white rum.
specific.
It was easier to get.
Oh yeah, 100%. I just didn't know traditionally. All right, you want me to tell you?
Yeah.
Okay, this is the corn spit beer.
Oh, is this where they chew it and spit it?
Yeah, exactly. This is Latin America. They're doing it with corn. I think that kava in around Fiji, I think that's made with taro root, but it's still the same general idea. You take a starch, you chew it up, you have granddad and the whole family come around and spit in it, and then you let it sit until it's real funky. You boil it, and it's like 3% alcohol.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, that's that's the two. Those are the two ingredients, Larry.
Yep.
Corn and spit.
Corn.
If you don't have corn, sweet potato. Sweet potatoes. That's what a taro is. It's basically it's kind of a sweet potato. So yam and spit.
Yam and spit. That was actually what's one of my favorite vaudeville acts.
I thought that was the act from Chuck E. Cheese, wasn't it? Wasn't that the band Yam and Spit?
Yam and spit.
Yep. Okay. Can't give you any points for that. That's okay.
Yeah.
That's all right. Moving right around.
I'm good.
I know you know this, but you might not be able to bring it out of your head because I don't think I could. Smoker's cough.
Well, for the past month and a half, I haven't had one.
Good for you.
Smoker's cough.
Had myself another cigar around the fire last night. It was delightful.
I almost had one last night, but by the time I made it back to the hotel, my my whiskey was upstairs. I would have had to go upstairs, get the whiskey, bring it back down, and it was kind of rainy and kind of gross,
Yeah,
and kind of cold. I was like, not worth it. So, but
no, it's more of a situational thing for me. Like we were like finishing up a bottle of wine last night. We had just had dinner, lit a bonfire.
Well, I'm telling you, I've got a bunch of wood that is ready to go. I'm going to split some more, and over the Christmas holiday, 23rd, 24th, 25th, and 26th, I'm going to have a fire every day.
Good for you.
I'm going to sit outside. I don't care if it's cold because I'll have a fire. It'll be good. So smoker's cough. Okay.
Mm-hmm. I know you've heard of this. I'm almost positive you've heard of this.
I don't know if I have, but I will pretend that I have. I'm going to yes.
Okay.
Yes, the smoker's cough. It is my that was one of my go-tos in high school. I would order those at the VFW and
in high school.
Yeah, I'd go to the VFW in high
school. So they only serve veterans of foreign wars and high school boys.
But I never went to the one at my hometown. I went to the neighboring one in Whitehall, and
walked in with a peach fudge beard and said, "I served."
Yeah, nom. Am I right, boys? And they were like,
I fought with Robert E. Lee. Holy shit! Give him a beer, maybe he'll be less crazy.
this guy looks great for his age.
It's great for dead.
Smoker's coffee. It is.
Oh, I thought this was going to be a gimme. That's okay.
It is black coffee.
Okay.
With a shot of rot gut moonshine in it, and a one of the old men in the bar puts his stogie out in it, hands it to you, and tells you don't be a pussy, drink it down.
Okay. I forgot to tell you for Chicha for the last one, I'm
Uh-huh.
giving you out of impossible million points. I gave you 68 because you were in your brain milking a horse, and I just think that's worth something.
Thank you.
For this one, you could not have been more wrong.
Okay.
You knew it was something to imbibe, but that's the game.
Uh-huh.
So I don't know if I can. I tell you what, I'll give you a solid 12 points for just coming up with a man who's insulting you because apparently that's just where your brain goes.
Yeah, every
No,
time.
the
Yeah.
smoker's cough is I would have known this one because I've seen it happen before. I've never drank it
Okay.
because it has one thing that's delicious and one thing that's horrible, but they should
Okay.
never be together at all. That's Jägermeister and mayo, or what I call ruined mayo.
Yeah, you just I was waiting for a punchline there, but
No,
that's real. That's a real
that's it.
thing.
It's a shot of Jägermeister, and you take a demi-test dollop of fucking mayo, and you put it in there so that it looks like a loogie floating in black spit, and then you drink that because it's your 21st birthday and your friends are assholes.
I used to make when I worked at the winery, I used to make a monkeypox. A monkeypox shot.
You were doing monkeypox before it was popular, before it was a thing.
Well, because it at that time, monkeypox was like a thing that popped up and got was under control, and so we thought it would be we're dicks. We were dickheads in our 20s, and so we were like, no, we have to make a monkeypox shot. What's a monkeypox? And so I would take peppermint schnapps.
I don't know what it is, but if you get some on your buddy, he has to have one too.
Uh-huh. It would take peppermint schnapps and Baileys. So I would peppermint and then put the Baileys in there so it would kind of like run down.
That's
And
not terrible so far.
and then take a little lime juice on top.
Perfect, just to make it chunky. Good.
So it would curdle, and then
Right.
some grenadine so it'd be bloody.
Yeah.
And I would charge $7.
And it wasn't even real schnapps. What it was like the Kuipers or something, right?
Oh yeah, it was.
It wasn't like German, like actual schnapps. That's tasty. It's
Yeah.
it's the shit that's
It
like.
wasn't even that. It was just grain alcohol that we put a bunch of peppermints in.
Everclear with a candy cane from 1963.
Good luck.
What does it taste like? Everclear. It tastes like Everclear.
Everything tastes like Everclear. For the next month, it tastes like Everclear.
Well, now I'm going to give you another 10 points just for abusing people and fucking them out of $7.
Thank you.
Good job.
Yeah.
Okay. I've heard of this just for the sake of the game. I've heard about. You might have. I'll tell you this because it's similar. Is what I thought of. It's this. Fuck it. Fuck the rules. It's a prairie oyster is a shot.
Yeah.
So bourbon, Tabasco sauce, and an egg yolk, raw egg.
Yeah.
Okay. That's what I'd heard of before, but it has a sister shot apparently, which is a prairie chicken. What, pray tell, Larry, is a prairie chicken? If a prairie oyster is bourbon, Tabasco sauce, and raw egg,
specific kind of horror.
Yeah, 10 points.
That's my I've met.
Oh, you're not even gonna go with
I've met
beverage?
several prairie chickens and had to be saved by the old man who swept in, was like, not my boy, and would run on.
I've had the syphilis one too many.
Son, you have to stay. That's a prairie chicken. You have to stay away from them.
It'll pee. It'll burn when you pee.
It burns so bad, and you walk funny afterwards. What? What does she do? She's got big fingers. That's all I'm gonna say.
What does she do? She'll learn you.
Yeah. You know how you just stayed on that horse for 8 seconds? Trust me, you're not gonna stay on that long.
I'm so glad that we. Give me 1 second. This is the most uncomfortable fucking chair in the world.
Why does it feel like broken glass when I put my dick in
it? Because you didn't win.
Because you made a mistake, and now
I want this fucking chair because it matches this room, and it's the most uncomfortable goddamn thing in the world. It's an antique. It's fucking beautiful, but it can't fucking.
Are you in my room?
Yeah. Well, no, I'm in my spare room.
Oh, that's my room. That's where I live.
That chair that's up against the desk. It looks great in here, and we got it. Like we just found it at antique spot, but it's fucking impossible to sit in.
Oh, it looked gorgeous. I was terrified to try to sit in. I wasn't going to.
You're not going
I
to sit in this next show. I'll tell you that right now.
it looked like if I sat in it, it would it would just be a sitcom Chris Farley situation.
I'm
Just
not sure how a chair is designed with a cushion on it. It hurts my asshole and the middle of my back at the exact same time. I'm sitting on two different pillows.
it looked like it was made of balsa wood and dreams. Anyway, a prairie
The
chicken.
millwork was all done by hand. Obviously, it is pretty to look at, but comfort was never what it was for.
So prairie chicken is
What's an accent chair? It's pretty to look at, but you can't use it as a chair. Can we get a chair? No.
prairie chicken. Bourbon. It's all in a coffee cup. You put it in a coffee cup.
Okay.
It's bourbon.
Now, why is this in a coffee cup if it's called a prairie chicken?
Hold on,
Okay.
I'm getting there. It is.
You said it. Now you have to figure out how to get there. I have a feeling.
Sometimes you have to reverse engineer things.
Fair enough. No, I've been there 1,000 times. Just own it.
It's bourbon, wheat beer, Tabasco, and a chicken leg that is shoved down in there.
Raw or cooked?
Cooked.
Okay.
We're not monsters.
Okay.
And then there's they put a little cowboy hat on it, and that is a prairie chicken.
Okay. Well, 750 points specifically only because you gave it an accessory. Another 120 because you told me you were going to tell me why it's in a coffee cup and you refused. You never got there.
Oh,
so there's another one for
you can't fit a chicken leg in a shot glass.
Oh. You never would have said that if I would have brought it up, but okay, fair.
Oh, I just assumed you'd like put those context clues together. I didn't.
No, I am not a bright man. We're
yeah,
on.
but you're so goddamn pretty.
Thank you very much. No, you made it a little bit too difficult.
I want to point out you're obviously you're tan and and brown.
I'm always tan, yes.
And it took me 2 days to get back to this.
Well, I never leave here. If I leave here, it'll be gone immediately. Yeah.
Casper the furry ghost is what I am.
It's 2 weeks before Christmas, and the weather is terrible here, Larry. It's overcast and 70, and that's what terrible weather is.
Are you guys going to be okay?
Yeah, we were going to go for a bike ride, but we decided we'd just get drunk. Actually, no, she decided she would nurse a hangover. I decided that I wouldn't drink, so I'm having a bottle of wine. No, prairie chicken is just gin, raw egg, salt, and pepper. Apparently, is important.
Sorry, I just kind of vomited.
Yeah, I'm not sure why seasoning it.
What kind of gin?
It doesn't say. It just says gin, which I think is just too open-ended. But if it's a prairie chicken, I'm guessing it's whatever you can find. There is a company named Prairie. I know they make an organic vodka. Maybe they make a fucking gin. I don't know.
It's just one of those plastic bottles.
That
says gin on it. It doesn't even
with a Y.
Yeah.
Or a question mark. G-I-N question mark.
Gin? And then underneath there, parenthetically, sure.
This is not a food or food item. This is the whole reason why we're doing this, Larry. By the way, how much longer? Oh, it doesn't matter how much longer we have. We're getting through all 12 of these, and I don't give a shit. We'll do the last 6 in rapid fire if we have to.
Okay, yeah. Oh, still 6 to go. Yeah, we're gonna. Okay.
Out of 1 million points.
Okay.
The reason why we're doing this is because this is number 5 on this list, and I honestly forget to. Oh, this is HuffPost again, so it's got to be good. But Larry, what is in Gilpin Family Whiskey? For 1 million points, Larry.
Piss.
Specifically from
old people, old diabetic people.
Correct. 1 million points. That is exactly the answer.
Gilpin Family Whiskey.
Gilpin Family Whiskey. And have you ever gotten an email from them? Because I put you on their mailing list twice now.
No.
God damn it. They're not even doing their own shit. They don't even advertise their own nonsense.
Gilpin Family Whiskey. They milk old people, old diabetic people for their piss.
And then they distill the sugar out of it and make a whiskey.
Yep. It's, as we've said before, Gilpin Family Pisky. Gilpin, get a hold of us. We've got ideas. We're going to help you. We're good. There's a market
Not
out
available
there.
in stores, shockingly enough.
Really?
No, you can't find that in a Benny's. I don't know
I
why.
can't head over to Friar Tuck and
I don't believe so.
I'll be
Can I get a
damned.
Gilpin and Coke?
But I guarantee you Famous Liquors probably has a bottle in the back.
It's for diabetics. Gilpin and Diet Coke? Okay.
Huh.
Yeah, so yeah, that was your gimme. But when I saw the Gilpin family whiskeys on, for some reason, this list, I'm like, somebody else found them. Fucking lunatics. Fucking Doug or whatever the fuck his name is, Gilpin, milking the elderly. Did you have your insulin? No? Good. Piss in this. I'm going to have a cocktail in 3 weeks. Larry, what's horse jizz?
It's what goes into a horse so you can milk it.
Eat up. Send it away.
Horse jizz. It was my nickname in high school. Horse jizz.
Here comes horse jizz. Not a popular kid, was he? Not at all.
No, not at all. No one liked him.
No.
Except for one teacher, and it
Because he kept hearing horse cock and he didn't realize it was a different thing. He's not allowed around children anymore.
yeah, he works at
Big fan of Hemingway. What?
Hemingway.
Horse That's what it was. He diddled children, Hemingway.
Why are you mean? Why are you so mean to me?
Wait, no, that was the Great Balls of Fire guy.
Yeah,
but only if they were related.
Yeah, he just fucked his underage cousin.
The hell's his name?
Jerry Lee Lewis.
Thank you very much. Yes.
Yeah, it had to be 3 names.
So we share a middle name. Myself and that pederast.
Lewis?
Yeah.
Adam Gerald Ziegler.
Adam Child Diggler Ziegler.
Yeah. I knew it.
But it's hyphenated, so it's classy.
Yeah. Well, you say it with your pinky up a child's ass.
while holding a fucking coffee cup with fucking salmonella in
it. Yep.
What's in your coffee cup? Poultry.
Why? You should be asking why the coffee cup.
How do you take your coffee? Barbecue. What?
I don't like Bloody Marys, but I like the garnish. So if you could make me an Irish coffee, but make it savory.
Make it savory. He put 3 buttermilk biscuits at the bottom of it. It was weird.
Oh my god, I love a good biscuit. I'm making biscuits for Christmas.
Over the fire.
Maybe I might fuck around.
That was a very Down syndrome thing to say. I'm making biscuits for Christmas. It's June. You're not allowed to do that anymore.
No,
but it's not making fun because he was very excited. He got this idea and he ended up following through 6 months later. Good for him.
Yeah. We're making the
and his name was Dr. Johnson.
Doc Johnson's buttermilk biscuit cup
for Christmas.
Horse jizz. It just sounds like.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds like you just like
not a shot.
Like your grandpa is trying not to curse, and that's what his brain landed on. Like he was trying to fix the tractor, and he stabbed himself with a screwdriver. He's like, no horse jizz.
A certain kind of grandpa, sure.
I think that's worse, grandpa. I think just say fuck. For God's sakes, that's disgusting. Horse jizz.
Horse jizz. What's in horse jizz? The efforts of a bunch of really aggressive gauchos.
First, nope, don't do the accent. Never mind.
Don't do the accent. I already did a joke about Down syndrome, so you can't do an accent.
Yeah, we're gonna just fuck it. You can't cancel them.
Doesn't matter. Nobody listens to this.
I think Libsyn can kick us off. It is Bailey's, and whipped cream and Miracle Whip, and High West. No, I take it back. Redneck Riviera whiskey, and a horseshoe, and it's all put into some manner of livestock trough, and you and your opposite sex cousins just use your hands to drink as much of it as you can before you pass out.
Okay, well, we're going to give you 400 points for knowing that it had some manner of dairy product in it.
Okay.
An extra 200 for knowing that it wasn't a shot. You did put it in a trough, not a pint glass, but still not no shot. So we give you 600 for that all day. So you're at 1,000,000 plus, which is good. It's no, it's so you know how I like the shandies. I
Yeah,
love a good shandy,
you
just beer, a
do.
little lemonade. I do enjoy them very much when it's just sun's out. It's just I find it very refreshing.
And they
I
are.
make
They
I
add
make them
one,
at home with fresh lemon.
and they
No,
are
this but
delicious.
this is beer and milk.
I'm going to ask you to get the fuck out of my country.
Very good. Yeah, no problem.
Okay. Uh,
Uh, and here is where things are going to go a little south for us.
okay.
Things are just going to start to get a little weird.
Oh, now it's getting weird.
Yep.
Okay.
Baby mice wine.
Baby mice wine.
Yep.
That's Asian, right?
Are you using one of your two hints?
Yes.
Correct.
I'm pretty sure I've heard of this. And they do take baby mice and they put it in grain alcohol and they let it ferment. Is that correct?
500,000 points out of a possible million.
Okay.
They take baby mice before the eyes have opened.
Mm-hmm.
Put several, like I'm talking like a dozen or so per bottle, give or take, in rice wine.
Mm-hmm.
That's how you lost 500 points right there. But,
yeah, it's
but
rice wine. Rice wine,
yeah.
not grain alcohol. I'm sorry.
And you let them drown.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I'm guessing that their only thought ever was, what was the point of all that then?
Yeah.
If you just pick them up before their eyes are open and you put them in and you let them drown. And then you just leave it for a while.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then you drink it.
Mm-hmm.
And then you pop the baby mice in your mouth like a fucking cocktail olive.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. I had
And like every disgusting thing in the fucking universe, this is for some idiot's version of virility.
Yeah.
It makes you virile. Like, why do you need so much help?
It's like the tequila with a rattlesnake in it, or a worm. A worm. Why?
Why?
Yo, you got to eat the worm. No, I don't. I do
No.
not.
It's
I will
usually a
not eat.
mealworm, or like the suckers that have a fucking scorpion in it. You ever seen that?
Uh-huh.
It's like candy on a stick with scorpion. Here you go. What the fuck did you do that for?
Why would you do that to that creature? That's me.
And if the only answer I will accept is stupid tourists buy them, like gotcha. Actually, stupid tourists will probably buy them a lot more than regular people would want a sucker. I get it.
Yeah.
That's the answer I will accept. Yeah, you let baby mice drown in it, and then you eat them after they've been soaking in it. And they're in wine, so they're nice and preserved. Slightly crunchy,
Great.
I'm guessing.
Awesome.
Kind of like the consistency of a Ferrari Rocher, but blood and livers and spleens and unopened eyes and skulls
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and sake.
I don't like any of this.
Okay, here's a gimme. What's an Jägermeister?
Jaeger with an egg.
Correct. 100 million points. We'll give you 1,000,000 on that one. Well, no, we'll have to give you 750 thousand because it's a pickled egg soaked in Jaeger. That's okay. You're doing very well, considering as how this doesn't matter.
I will apologize. I did get distracted for a slight second because I put in a drink order and didn't realize my wife was not in the fucking house.
She's like, I'm at Target, cunt.
Texting you back. I was like, hey, I'm sorry. Can you please bring me the rundown? It's going to be. She's like, I'm not even at the house. Well, can you get back
Can you
here?
get back?
How close are you? Can you?
Do we need to take 5? Because I could take a 5.
Sure.
Well, real quick, just let me finish up this last one so we don't forget. Because after this, we have 3 more, so we could go. Jägermeister, yeah, it's a pickled egg. Now, I'm going to paraphrase because HuffPost actually got this correctly. I'm quoting. I'm going to quote rather. Think very carefully. Is a pickled egg ever an ingredient in anything you've willingly consumed?
I mean, yeah. Have you eaten pickled eggs?
No. I like eggs. I like pickles. I guess there's no reason.
A lot of
I guess there's no reason why I wouldn't. but I for some reason I'd have a mental block on it. But I've eaten testicles, so I don't know why a pickled egg is fucking throwing me for a
Yeah,
loop.
no, I like a pickled egg. I've had pickled pig's feet, all at the bar.
Yeah, so have I.
Yeah, when I was, my dad's hanging out in the bar and I'm hanging out with him and I'd get bored and just I'd go up to the bar to get more Sprite and I'd be like,
Yeah.
I want to try one of those eggs. And the bartender, are you sure? Yes. And so, all right, I'll fish one out for you. And here's your pickled egg, 8-year-old child.
Yeah. Would you like a pickled egg? Are barbecue ruffles not an option? Pardon me, I'm just curious. This is a bar I was told pretzels were a thing.
I'd already eaten my fill of pretzels. It was time. I was a full grown man.
We need protein at this point.
I was.
What's that shit floating in the big tub? Is that horse jizz? No, it's an Jägermeister. I tell you what, I'll eat a pickled egg before I'll fucking have another shot of Jägermeister in my life. That's an easy. That's an easy do.
Yeah, I've given the option. You want some rumple mints or a pickled egg? I will take the pickled egg.
Rumplements.
All right, yeah. Let me
Give it a 5. Yeah, let's give it a 5.
Let's give it a 5. Well, then we'll come back and finish.
Seamless. No, I'm supposed to do that afterwards. Sorry.
Yeah, it's after. It's
Sorry.
after.
Yeah.
I'm not. Well, hopefully it's seamless.
Your dick in your hand.
Seamless, motherfuck! I did it right. I didn't fuck it up.
I ask you again, is your dick in your hand?
Yes.
Just because I ask you that off recording doesn't mean you don't have to answer. Oh, that's it's the fucking little goat.
Yeah.
Yeah. It doesn't really pick up that well for some reason on the mic. I actually can't hear it.
Really?
I heard like the beginning of the scream, which is I hear the beginning of it. I don't hear the end, which is
I think it's more cutting it out. So
I think it's more disturbing that I can only hear half of it. Ah! And then what happened? All right.
I made it be quiet.
So we've learned that Larry's eating pickled eggs, and we both think Jägermeister's disgusting. Okay.
All right.
We'll muscle through. We've got 3 more, buddy. We got 3 more, and you're doing great. This. I mean, after what we've just been through, this is not that weird. And we've already 3 ingredients. What's a tapeworm shot? And remember, you have 1 more lifeline left, so we can see if it's a shot or not.
What's in a tapeworm shot? Got it.
Yep.
Okay. A tapeworm shot. 3 ingredients. It is. Don't tell me it's an actual tapeworm. I'm not asking for a clue. You know what? Fuck it. It's a tapeworm, green tea, and
You're just picking on Asian shit now, aren't you?
oh, am I? Goddamn.
It's fried rice and matcha and a tapeworm, and I don't know.
And then
that's stuff they make out of ouzo.
and then a chop.
Orzo.
Ouzo,
whatever that fucking bitter melon is.
It's a tapeworm, green tea, and ouzo. Yeah, that's my guess.
Sure. It's just vodka, Tabasco, and mayonnaise again. So after what we've just been through with the baby mice, yeah. But after we squeeze from a mayonnaise bottle specifically.
Yeah, that makes
so
sense.
yeah,
you have to because you got to.
So, but after we've just been through with the baby mice and other disgusting things,
really
it just seems.
Why would you do that to another living being?
I'm just going to skip over this one because
No. So we're doing them all. So
okay. So I'm sorry, I miscounted. There's 3 more. Starting now. There's 3 more.
Okay.
All right. Remember, what's in an infected whitehead shot?
Oh. Wow. I'm gonna guess.
Finish this bottle of wine. I said I was gonna.
Yeah. Don't go back on your word. Some manner of cream. Some cream, some dairy cream product of some variety.
Okay.
You know what? I'm gonna use my monkeypox shot as inspiration. We're gonna say some white liquor.
The gift that kept on giving.
Some manner of dairy product so that it kind of and curdles, and then grenadine.
Okay, well,
and black licorice and baby mice. But
we'll
the
give you a
baby
solid.
mice are still alive and they're all little life preservers, and it's fucking
I'm going to give you a
adorable.
solid 100,000 on that because it's all arbitrary and nobody cares. You said a spoonful of cottage cheese was the dairy product you were going for.
Well, that's worse.
You
Like,
wanted you wanted
that's delicious rum, but that idea just made me ill.
yeah. I don't mind cottage cheese. It doesn't really taste like anything.
I like cottage cheese. I'll put a little paprika and black pepper on it. Mm-mm.
Throw a little do those two, throw a little garlic powder in there. It's a dip. With a nice ruffle that isn't a fucking trotter that's been in vinegar. Uh Cottage cheese, vodka, and Bloody Mary mix. So it's basically a Bloody Mary with cottage cheese in it as a shot. And somebody went, it's an infected whitehead. And then his friends went, this is why we don't ask you out anywhere.
Christ, Bill, why are you like this?
You know what an infected whitehead is? We're in a Barnes and Noble. She doesn't. She would like to ring you up for the Hemingway book and give you a side eye because he used to beat children. It's the laziest fucking not callback in the world. This is not a trick question.
Okay.
Let's go back to
Do I need it? I'm gonna take a drink before you.
let's go back to Japan. I don't I want to visit Japan. I really do. But I wish there was a single word in the English language that would convey intrigue and concern at the same time.
You gotta go to
Apprehension isn't big enough. I don't know.
you gotta go
Amusement,
to Germany
intrigue,
for
and
that.
concern.
You gotta go to the German language for stuff like that.
You really do. Yeah, but just like I want to go. I'm hesitantly hopeful about things. I don't know. There's a lot of adjectives I could throw at it, but I need one all-encompassing word. And I think that word is just Japanese, might just
Hey,
be the word.
listeners, if you come up with that word or you find a word that is appropriate for what
Hmm.
Zig's describing, pop us an email at zigandlarryignore
I do want to go. I find the culture fascinating. But they put a lot of weird shit in their body, man. So what's snake bile wine? Here's a hint. If baby mice wine was babies and mice,
Uh-huh.
what's snake bile wine?
It's is that the one that has the snake in it? So like you freshly squeeze all the juices from a snake, and then you add something to it, and then you shove the snake down in the bottle, and then you let it just sit in the sun for an appropriate, there's no appropriate amount of time, but for an amount of time, and then you pop it open and give it to white people and go,
Oh, they want this for themselves.
haha, good luck.
You made it, honestly, impressively too difficult. Again, it's rice wine and the squeezins from a cobra's gallbladder where the bile is. That's it. And it's this really gnarly green color in this picture. It kind of looks like a Monster Energy drink, to be honest.
Disgusting.
But a little bit more matcha looking, a little bit deeper of a green. But that's it. They kill a they kill a scorpion. They probably did that too. They kill a cobra, and Christ knows what they do with the rest of it. But the gallbladder is specifically to squeeze in your sake.
And the rest of that cobra goes up your butt.
Rest is history. Now for the coups de grass.
Ah, Coops de Grasse.
For something that I had to look up that's actually a thing. I don't know what to do with this. Unless you've heard of it, you're never going to get it. But it's so goddamn interesting that I have to give it to you.
Okay.
And I don't even feel bad about saying it. forget everything you've learned for the last hour plus about Asia. But Larry, what is the Kim Jong Un nuclear bomb? Kind of not funny if he has them, but still, the ingredients. It's interesting. It's interesting.
All right, hold on. There's Red Bull involved. Some maybe not Red, maybe Four Loco. I'm gonna say it's a Four Loco.
Never drink that again, by the way. That fucks your brain up.
Yeah, it does. Didn't we drink those together anyway? Didn't we go, hey, let's just see.
I
Anyway,
don't think so. I had one on a show once, and I really disliked it. I just liked the after effect.
it made me feel like my butthole was turning inside out.
I just like the current effect. Yeah, no. And what's wrong with just having a fucking soothing entire bottle of wine in an hour and 20 minutes? Because
Okay.
you don't feel like drinking.
You don't feel like drinking, so you just have some wine. Like last night after the show, we went next door to a rest LP's Street Food. Great place, by the way, because that was like my pre-show. I'd go there, have a drink, and then go to the club. So last night we went over to get a bite to eat after the show, and they're like, "Oh, you want to, you want?" Because they got to know me. They're like, "Oh, do you want a Four Roses?" And I was like, "No, no, no, I gotta drive. I better have a beer to sober up." And I was like, "Did that come out right?" And the bartender was like, "You're my kind of guy." I was like, "All right." So
That's why I opened the show with this. You understand? I'm drinking wine. I'm not drinking.
I'm not drinking. Yeah,
No.
yeah. I'm having rum on the rocks.
Yeah, that's drinking.
Yeah, that's true. But I'm having
Almost not even because there's rocks in it, but still, that's
yeah, and then I'm squeezing a little bit of a mandarin orange in there just to get
just to get rid of an orange.
okay, so you take
Kim Jong Un.
I'm gonna say
Bomb.
fucking I'm supposed to forget everything about so not rice wine. It is I don't know, let's say what kind of liquor? What kind of what was there a specific you know what, Rumplemints, uh, a pint glass of Four Loco,
Mhm.
and
Class. Okay.
a pint glass of Four Loco, a shot of Rumplemints, and you drop the Rumplemints and the Four Loco, you down that, and then your bartender punches you in the face as hard as they can, and when you turn to leave, you almost make it, but then stop short and fall on your ass.
Well, I I don't know if I can award you any points because the answer is going to be points in itself.
Okay. All right.
You're going to need a very large receptacle. I have no idea how large. Let's say bucket.
Okay.
Or conceivably, well, pitcher.
Mhm.
The pitcher that goes on top of a blender, specifically.
Okay, that makes sense. All right.
It is vodka,
Sure.
and then you need enough vodka to blend the next food items into a slurry to be consumed.
Food item.
The majority of the McDonald's menu. It's a Big Mac, a large fry specifically, one tangy barbecue sauce, chocolate, strawberry, and vanilla milkshake mixed, and an apple pie.
This is bullshit. No one's ever done that.
Oh yeah. Well, I should have queued this up. I totally forgot to. I actually haven't watched this yet. But give me a second here. Vamp while I figure this out. Where the hell is share screen again? There we go.
There. You should be able to now.
Yep. So,
this is no, this is made up. Someone's.
oh shit. God damn it. I fucked it up. I texted this to myself. I didn't email it to myself. Hold on. I'll just do it this way.
Well, because it popped up Gmail. I'm like, how did you pull up my email account? It wasn't me. Videos. No, they didn't actually
Oh,
do it.
here we go. Oh, this is just
Yes.
this
Let's
is her dry skin. All right. Well, we'll just
just
we'll play it. Yeah, no, that's all right.
we can skip it there.
Well, no, hold on. I'm learning something.
I want to watch this ginger rub herself down with cream. Okay.
All right, this is 6 minutes, so we're not gonna watch all 6 minutes of this nonsense.
Yep. Okay, but I'm watching him freak out, and that's delightful.
Okay, so we'll do a reaction video. We're just gonna, there's your shake there, buddy.
Okay.
This is just to prove to you that somebody in the universe has done this.
I'm angry at both of them.
It's a thing, yeah.
I don't like either one of these people. Anyway, they both.
No.
They look like the kind of people that would try that.
Yep. And there's the tangy barbecue. See, I didn't make any of this bullshit up. Yeah, and you need enough liquid to turn it into, I'm guessing, like a frosty type consistency.
You know what?
Not to cross brands there, but
they're freaking out about it. I'd eat it. I'd put it. I'd down it. Fuck it.
See, I feel like we are. He's just.
I ain't scared. You know what?
Somebody teach this fucking Gen Z or idiot how to use a blender. What the shit?
What is he doing?
He's got a bar spoon and he's just, you need more liquid, stupid.
Yeah, more liquid. Put more vodka in there. What is he doing? Oh my god.
I don't know why he's using a bar spoon. I can't think of it.
You
know, you need a food processor. You or a weed whacker. You need a weed whacker, a bucket, and a friend who can keep a secret. Okay, so we'll let this Kardashian give a whack at it. Okay, and then we're gonna add in the apple pie.
Her face makes me angry. I don't know why.
The apple pie and the barbecue sauce going in at the same time.
Are they both cross-eyed, or is that just my own perception?
I think it's the entire generation. I'm not sure.
Okay.
Okay.
For those of you that are only listening to the podcast, yes, I did just look and give him a look in the window.
So yeah, here's the general idea, and then this is just to prove to you that. Oh, calm down.
She doesn't look like she eats anything but air and celery
and rapper jizz.
Oh, it can't be that bad.
He does seem to be milking it a bit.
Yeah. Fuck it, I'm gonna try it. We're gonna do it on the show.
Okay. That's I'm not interested in these people, but that was just to show you that it has happened before.
So it's called the Kim Jong-un nuclear bomb.
I think the general idea is you put vodka and the most American bullshit possible together just to piss him off. I think is the general plan.
Okay. I'm gonna do it. Fuck you. I don't think those I think they're being.
What did I do? I just reported it.
And not you. The royal you. Fuck you.
Okay.
As in the universe. Okay. Fuck you and all the people that did that and it came up with it, and then those two for being like, no, it's gross. And yeah, it probably is gross, but it can't be that bad.
No.
This also from a guy that looks like this. That has put all manner of disgusting things in himself. So, including prairie chickens. Anyway.
What I like about this age is
that's a callback.
That's a callback, motherfucker. What I do like about this this age is that we are no longer relevant, but I no longer care to be.
I don't give a fuck. Yeah.
No. I'll add up the points here real quick.
All right. Thank you. I'd like
Almost
to know.
impossible to do so. You won.
Yay! I win. What did I win? What's my
Congratulations.
prize?
One screaming goat when you got home today. There we go. You also won my adoration and apparently a challenge where you're going to spend, well, these days I would say about 18 bucks at fucking McDonald's.
Yeah.
Buy yourself a bottle of vodka.
I got spite money.
Yeah. I don't think that the quality of vodka is really going to matter much, to be totally fair. No. I mean, you got chocolate, although vodka with a chocolate, vanilla, and strawberry milkshake swirl doesn't sound terrible.
Yeah.
I do that.
Absolutely.
It's when you start adding the processed meat products. I think the most disturbing part about that is that the patties from that Big Mac, not only are they paper thin, but it's amazing that they're paper thin and involve the parts of about 13 to 17 different cows.
Yeah. And some baby mice, most likely.
Yeah, and roaches. Shit that just falls in. Larry, what'd you learn?
They haven't seen that janitor in months. I learned.
Baby mice never saw anything. They never had a chance.
Oh.
What are you going to do to the baby mice? I'm going to drown them in booze, and then what? Eat them. What?
Are you okay?
Trust me, this is going to catch on.
Is everything okay at home? How are the kids? How's the wife?
Jesus.
I need to. What is? We are a library. Why are you doing this here? we no longer have a mice problem.
Why are you doing this here? Because you still haven't gotten a bouncer. And I can take anybody that works in a library. I got the power of crazy behind me.
What did I learn? Nothing. I learned nothing other. I didn't learn anything. It confirmed for me what I already knew, and that is people are just fucked up. And so that's what about you? What'd you learn?
It wasn't my day to learn. My day was just to throw information at you.
You're right.
I was not told that there would be. I learned that it takes almost nothing for me to refuse to do simple math. That's what I learned. I was taking notes this entire time. I looked down and went,
no.
Nah.
That's what I did yesterday. I had some Thai food for lunch with a friend of mine.
And you looked down and went, nah.
I looked down at I just was like, my bill was nothing. It was not, because all I had was water and my food. And I just couldn't math for a second. And so my bill was like $12. And I just was like, I don't know. Here's 10. And because I just used my card, and I was like, here. And my buddy Nathan was like, he goes, I did like a 25% tip, and it was still, he goes, I bought to go my lunch order, my wife's to go order, and an appetizer, and I gave her less of a tip with 25% than you just did. What? And I was like, I fucking panicked. Couldn't math. I was like, I should give her 7. How much is 12 plus? That's not. I can do 12 and 10 right now. And so that's what I did. And
you don't have to carry the nothing.
I got nothing. It's just 12 plus 10 is 2, and bring the 2 down because it's 0, and that makes it easy.
Hold on. I'm going to have to be a man of my word here.
I am unbathed.
Spanish children's booze for the win.
Yay, you did the whole thing. I'm proud of you.
You know what? It's actually kind of a waste, because this is a $20 bottle of wine. I was actually really looking forward to it. It was delicious.
I bet.
I know 20 bucks for a bottle of wine is not that fucking insane,
but still.
But for somebody who knows wine and can find like delicious stuff for 10 bucks,
yeah,
spending 20 on a bottle, this was actually delightful. I should not have downed it. Well, good news. I know where they sell wine. Everywhere.
I need to go scrub my grundle.
Would you like me to FedEx my toilet brush? Because I won't be needing it anymore after what you told me. That's what I learned. I learned I can't touch my toilet brush anymore.
I mean, I can't wait for it.
And you've claimed this room in my house.
Yeah, that's mine now. That's my room. I live there.
Oh, speaking of which, how scary was this bed?
How
Bed
scared.
the bed frame, the tensile strength.
There were a couple times where I rolled and I heard like I thought I heard a pop and I was a little nervous, but
It's still here.
yeah, it didn't collapse, but I did.
Okay.
There was a couple times where I rolled and I was like, "Fuck, this is it. This is not it." Okay.
Nice. All right, buddy.
All right. Hey, guess what?
I love you.
Back.
The best part's about hanging out with these guys.
God damn it, son of a bitch, motherfuck.